Hey you guys, it's Lauren. Welcome to my channel. So it's that time of the month again. It's monthly favorites time, and I love chatting about monthly favorites. I just think they're so fun. So I have lots of things to chat about, a ton of makeup, a few skincare items, these makeup eye brushes that I've been obsessing over, this itty bitty makeup eyeshadow palette that I've been wearing like almost constantly. I'm wearing it today. I just can't get enough of it. And I also have two fails for the month that I wanted to include. They're just two products that haven't been really working out for me, and I just wanted to share my thoughts on those with you guys. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to start with is this bronzer, and mainly because I don't have any bronzer on right now and I'm feeling super pale, so I wanted to show you guys how this applied too. But this is the Lila B Sun Kissed Bronzer. And this is a super expensive bronzer, you guys. It's crazy expensive. But with the Sephora VIB sale going on right now, I wanted to get the word out to you guys because I really do think this is worth the money. This bronzer is so super smooth, and I think that lends itself to the fact that it contains coconut oil. So it just like blends into your skin like so seamlessly, so effortlessly, and it gives like the most gorgeous natural glow. I've heard some people say that it's a little light for them. So if your skin is on the darker side, I don't know, this might be a little too light for you, but for me it's just the perfect tone. I love it so much. You can see on my forehead it just adds like a little bit of warmth, like not too much. It's just so natural looking, which I love. And it's just like a no-fail bronzer. You don't have to worry about any streakiness or it looking unnatural. It's just such a natural tone. It has just enough warmth to it. It's just so gorgeous. Like, oh, I love it. I like these lighter bronzers, especially for the winter time. I just feel like they look a little bit more natural, and it just gives a subtle illumination, like not too much. It just gives like a nice glowy sheen, and yeah, I just love this so much. The packaging is super luxe. It feels really heavy, and I love the sliding compact. It's just so fun. So I would definitely recommend this bronzer. A dupe for this, well, it's kind of a dupe because I feel like it's still an expensive product, but the Too Faced Sweet Tea bronzer is also a duo bronzer like this, and I think that bronzer is $28. I feel like the effect is almost exactly the same. That one is great as well, but yeah, I've just been loving this, and I do think this is worth the money, so I would definitely recommend that. And then another favorite for the month is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I got this in my Sephora Superstars kit. I did a whole review on that box. It came with a lot of fun things, but this was probably hands down my favorite thing in that box. This just feels so amazing on the skin. So I use this as a primer before my foundation, and sometimes I'll even use it on its own if I'm not wearing any makeup, because it's just such an amazing treatment for your skin. It just feels like a silky, like milky serum going onto your skin. It's really emollient, so it spreads really nicely. You don't need a lot of this. A little bit goes a long way, which I love. So I really feel like you don't even need the full size. Maybe just give the trial size a go just to try it out. But yeah, if you have dry skin, this is like a miracle primer. It's so good. Yeah, it just feels so amazing on your skin. It's like a drink of moisture, and it's light enough where I feel like even people with oily skin would enjoy this because it's just so super light, but at the same time it just gives like a burst of moisture to your face, and it's so good. So one of my new favorite primers for sure. Even a new favorite moisturizer. I would use this alone as well. So yeah, I'm loving this stuff. Okay, next up, let's talk about this eyeshadow palette. You guys have heard me talk about this before, but I just cannot say enough good things about this palette. I keep reaching for this, and you can see that it's well loved. It's a little messy. The mirror has already broken, but yeah, these colors in here are just absolutely gorgeous. I feel like they're so fall appropriate. They're just so pretty. But this is the ColourPop Take Me Home palette, and this is available at Ulta as well, also on the ColourPop website. And it's perfect for travel. I love the shades. They blend so easily. They're the softest eyeshadows ever. I don't know what took me so long to get into ColourPop eyeshadows, but they're amazing. The hype is real with them. They're so good, and I just love this palette. I love the colors. I especially love this color right here. It's almost like a peachy brown, and it has a slight shimmer to it. So it's just a fun color that you can wear alone as well. Oh, look how smooth that is. It's so pretty. But I'm wearing that on my lid today, and then I have this top milky brown shade on the outer corner, and then this light peachy color as a transition shade. This reminds me so much of Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie. That was like my holy grail transition shade for the longest time. So yeah, I'm loving that color, and I just love this palette so much. I feel like you can get a lot of different looks out of this too. You can go from day to night with this, and it's just so pretty. The shadows are so smooth. Let me show you two other shades as well. The shimmers in here are absolutely beautiful. They're also super smooth, but oh, they glide on so nicely. Look how reflective that gold is. So pretty. And this palette is $12, so you cannot beat the price of this palette. It's just So pretty in the packaging, how cute. So yeah, loving this palette. So speaking of pretty reflective things, let's talk about this Flower Beauty Strobing Highlight Palette. I talked about this in my hits and misses from Flower Beauty video a while back, but this palette is so good. I recently rediscovered it. I feel like it got buried in my vanity for the longest time, but I pulled it out recently and oh my god, I'm so happy to have this back in my life. But these highlights are some of the smoothest, creamiest highlights. Oh, there's the brush. But some of the most smoothest, creamiest highlights I've ever tried. They're just so creamy. They're almost like a powder to cream formula. They go on so super smooth. They're so reflective. Like, oh my god, look at that. And I feel like all the shades are slightly similar, but they're different in a way. Like you have your light pinky shade right here, you have your more like golden pink shade, and then you have your like true like gold champagne shade up here. So many different tones for so many different skin tones. So yeah, I love this palette. It's just so super creamy. If you're looking for an intense highlight, these are it. It's just so good. This palette's so underrated. And that little brush that I just dropped, what did I do with it? This brush is so good. It's really soft. It's not that like chintzy brush that you get in your Benefit palettes. Like that brush is like so scratchy. Super soft, really great quality. I just think Flower Beauty is so underrated. They have so many great products. And yeah, I've just been rediscovering this palette and happy to have it back in my life again because I love this so much. Okay, and something new to my collection that I've been obsessing over are these Jaclyn Hill brushes. This is from Morphe. This is the Eye Master set. And oh my god, these brushes are so good. I'm so glad I picked these up. But I just love this set because I just feel like each brush is so universal. They each have their own purpose. And there's so many brushes in here that I've been waiting for like all my life. Like, oh my gosh. Like, especially this tiny little guy right here. It makes for the perfect like brow bone highlight brush. It just allows you to get in there in the most like tiniest space. And it's also great for the inner corner. And then another brush that I've been using a ton is this tiny tapered blending crease brush. All my blending brushes are really big, so I feel like it's hard to get detail out of them, but the tapered point allows you to add detail to your outer corner. It just works so well, and it's really super soft, so I've been loving that one. And they're just really all great. There are two in here that are a little bit on the scratchy side. I think it's this blending brush. Yes, that one's a little scratchy. And this one's kind of random. It's like a flatter brush, but it's fluffy at the same time, so I don't know. I will kind of use this for the outer corner on the lid sometimes, but I don't use that as much. But for the most part, I use these a ton, and especially this huge giant blending brush. I don't think I ever would have picked up a blending brush this huge because I don't know, I guess I would feel like it would just go all over my eyes, but it just allows your transition color to just blend so nicely, and it forces me to get my transition color like higher up on the lid. I feel like I was going a little too low with it before, and yeah, it just makes for an easy eyeshadow application, and all these brushes are really great quality, and I'm just so happy to have these. I think they're a great buy. I think the whole set is $42, so when you break it down per brush, I think it's a really great buy. So yeah, I'm loving these brushes. They're super sturdy, and I love that the handle's long, and I love a white brush. I don't know why, but yeah, love these brushes so much. And then next up is a setting powder. I think I included this in my underrated favorites video, but this is the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder. This is so good. It's such a nice setting powder. It's really like finely milled and lightweight, and it gives the most subtle glow to your face while still looking natural, and it just blends into your skin. It doesn't highlight texture on my skin. It's just so pretty. It has like a peachy tone to it, so it's pretty brightening on the skin, but it doesn't show up pink or peachy or anything. It kind of blends in your skin really nicely. So yeah, I've been loving this, and I actually got this in a set with the Becca First Light Primer. They give you like a little travel size with it. I'll try and find it on Ulta's website. I think this set together was about $25, which I think is a great buy. I love the First Light Primer as well. So yeah, it was a great set, and hopefully it's still available. I'll try and find it, but yeah, I just love this setting powder so much. I've been using this a ton. Almost getting used more than my Hourglass powders, which says a lot, but yeah, this is such a great powder. I really like this. I don't think that gets enough love either. It's just so good. And then next up, I wanted to talk about this lipstick. This is Bite Beauty's Amuse Bouche. I can never say that word. Amuse Bouche lipstick in the shade Saki. But I'm wearing it today, and I included this in my fall favorite lipstick video. It's just such a great shade. It's so fun because it's like slightly purple, so it's a little bit edgy, but it's just a perfect fall berry color, and this formula, you just cannot beat the Bite Beauty lip formula. It's so super smoothing on the lips, and I said this before, but they're truly like a lip treatment for your lips. Like, I'll wear these lipsticks all day, and at the end of the day, my lips feel like hydrated and moisturized. They're just so great, and they all contain edible oils, which is so cool, so you can lick your lips throughout the day, and they taste good, so I love that as well. So yeah, it's just a great color. Let me swatch it for you. Yeah, it's almost like a cross between like a wine and a berry. It's so pretty. I love it. Oh, and it feels so good going on. One of my favorite lipsticks. I've been loving this. Okay, and then setting sprays. This Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray is another product that just does not get enough love. It's so good. If you like a glowy complexion, this is your product. It gives the most gorgeous luminosity to your face, and it smells like coconuts. It's just so amazing. I could like apply this all day. It's so good. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, I love it. But I read a lot of reviews that people felt like this deposited almost glitter flecks on their face. I never felt that. I don't know if it's because, I don't know, maybe the nozzle I have distributes the product a little better. Maybe I shake it up really good. I don't know, but I feel like I never have that issue. I feel like I just get a nice natural dewiness. So yeah, I don't know, but I love this so much, and I love the smell of it too. I'm a sucker for a coconut smell. This is a great setting spray. One of my favorites. Okay, and then I have a skincare product. So I have the Kate Somerville Clarifying Treatment Toner. I picked this up during my Ulta haul, and I've been loving this. This is just so good. What drew me to this is the fact that it's alcohol-free, oil-free, and fragrance-free. If you look on the ingredient list for a lot of toners, you'll see that a lot of them surprisingly contain alcohol, which can be really drying to your skin, especially if you're on the drier side. And so yeah, I just love that this was alcohol-free, and it also claimed to brighten the skin because it has both phytic acid and lactic acid in here. So I love that it would be like, you know, a brightening treatment for my skin. So yeah, just so many great ingredients. I love a lactic acid. I feel like with Good Genes and the Ordinary serum, I feel like it really made a difference in my skin. So I've just been a sucker for lactic acid these days. So yeah, and I just feel like this has been an extra clarifying step in my routine. My pores around my nose tend to get really oily, and then also like on the side of my nose, they just get really clogged, and I really find that this like sucks everything out of my pores, and it just makes my skin just look clean and clarified, and yeah, it's just great. My husband tried this as well, and he can get pretty bad blackheads around his nose, and he really felt like it made a difference with his face. And he also has bad eczema like underneath his eyes that can flare up from time to time. This has witch hazel in it, which has anti-inflammatory properties, so it's a great calming agent for your skin as well, and he really felt like it helped his redness as well. So yeah, it's just a great all-around toner, and I've really been enjoying this. The packaging is great because it has this pump at the top, so you can just press your cotton ball down and it distributes like the perfect amount of product. So yeah, it's a great toner. A new staple in my skincare routine for sure. I love this so much. Okay, and next up is this gorgeous beauty tool. I got this on Octoly, but this is the Chi Straightening Iron. This is part of a holiday set from, I think it's strictly exclusive to JCPenney. I'll try and find the link down below, but it comes with the cutest white clutch ever. That's actually a thermal protective clutch, so you can stick this in the clutch right after you're done using it, and you don't have to worry about heat melting your purse or anything like that. So I love that it includes the clutch, and I just think it comes in the most beautiful gift wrap package. It just makes for an amazing gift. It would be great for the holidays, for a gift for somebody. It's just, and of course, how gorgeous is the iron? It's pink with like a silver shimmer on here. It's just so pretty. And I had a Chi from a long time ago that broke. The plates are like hanging off of it, but I will still pull that thing out because it is the one iron that actually really straightens my hair. It takes down my frizzies, but I just could not part with that thing because there's something about the Chi straightening iron that is different from all the others. They somehow make your hair feel like silky and smooth. I'm sure it's totally damaging my hair, but I don't know, it just takes down all my frizzies, and my hair almost feels healthier after I use it, if that makes sense. And this iron is great because it goes up to 410 degrees, and my hair is really thick and coarse, so I really need a high heat to straighten my hair. And it's really kind of modern because it has like these buttons, see how it makes like a fun noise, that are really easy to control. And I love that they're hidden in here, so you don't have to worry about touching them when you're playing with the iron. But this iron is just so easy to use because it's super lightweight. It has a crazy long cord, which I really appreciate. And the size of this is perfect. I think it's exactly 1 inch. It allows you to get really close to the root of your hair. And it's also small enough to use as a curling iron as well, which is actually how I like to use these. So I like to flatten the top of my hair first, or straighten I should say, because my hair gets pretty frizzy at the top. What I'll do is I'll grab a section and I'll pull the iron down, almost like halfway down the shaft of my hair. Then I'll flip it and turn it around, flip the hair around, and just kind of like glide it down my hair, going in like a twisting motion. And then that'll allow you to get like a nice wave at the end of your hair, but yet it also smooths the top of your hair as well. So it's just so easy to use, and I love that it's super lightweight. So yeah, it's just a great product. I love this iron so much. I'm so happy to have it. But yeah, it's just a favorite of mine. It just works so well on my hair. So yeah, I cannot part with this. I love this so much. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this for sure. Okay, so that is my favorites for the month. Let's get into the fails. So the first thing I want to talk about is this Becca concealer. This is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Longwear Concealer. I love the coverage of this. I really feel like it covers my melasma spots and any redness I have. The coverage is insane with this, but the issue for me is the tackiness with this product. It's so hard to spread. I really like to apply my concealer with my fingers. I really feel like it helps melt the concealer into your skin, and it just allows for more pigment to get onto your skin. Sometimes if you use a sponge, the pigment can transfer, and then you're not getting the best coverage out of your concealer. But I could not get this to spread with my finger alone. It ended up looking like really spotty. So the only way I can get an even application with this is a dampened beauty sponge, which is fine, but I still just, I don't know, it was just so cumbersome to apply. It just like annoyed me. And the tackiness just felt kind of uncomfortable and heavy on my skin, and it also creased on me, and it also highlighted the texture on the inner corner of my eyes. If you're curious to see this on my eyes, on my blog I did a follow-up to my Ulta haul, and I have a really good close-up picture on there so you can see how it looks, but yeah, I'm just not a fan of this. Maybe if you're just looking for a good spot coverage concealer, I think this would be great on like a pimple, because it really does give intense coverage, but it's just not my favorite for underneath the eyes. So yeah, not really loving this one so much. Okay, and last but not least is this exfoliant from Saturday Skin. This is the Rub-A-Dub Refining Peel Gel. So this is a exfoliating treatment for your skin. This is meant to be applied. You can use it as a cleanser or after your cleanser if your skin's feeling dull and if you just need like some smoothing. So this is another item I picked up from Octoly, and I was initially really excited about this because I've been hearing a ton of great things about the brand Saturday Skin, and I've been looking for a good exfoliating treatment. I feel like my skin is much more on the drier side these days. I don't know if it's because of the weather change or what, but my skin just has way more texture. But this is just way too drying on my skin, and I think it's because, oh, the ingredients aren't listed on here, but I think it's the third ingredient is SD alcohol, which, like I was talking about with the Kate Somerville toner, that can be extremely drying on your skin. So sometimes SD alcohol can be okay if it's in small amounts, and sometimes they just need it for the formulation of the product. But with this product, it smells like straight rubbing alcohol, so it seems like there's a lot in here. And my skin, immediately after using this, my skin does feel smooth. I feel like it does take the flakiness away, but it's not worth the dryness that I feel from this afterwards. Like, my skin feels super tight, and I just cannot wait to slather moisturizer all over my face. And the next day, I felt like my makeup was just not going on smoothly. I felt like I had a lot of texture, and I don't know, my skin just felt super dry. And I went back to thinking about what I used the day before, and I think I was able to pinpoint the dryness to this product. It's just way too drying on my skin. If you have oily skin and if you like a clarifying treatment that also exfoliates at the same time, this could be great for you. I really feel like my skin was brighter afterwards, but I don't know, the dryness was just not worth it for me. But yeah, let me know if you guys have tried anything from Saturday Skin. I've heard great things about so many of their products, but yeah, unfortunately this was a miss for me. So okay, that is it. That is all my hits and my misses for the month. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your favorites for the month. Let me know the products that haven't been working for you so well. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. Leave your comments down below, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See you guys.